Dani.
This is Lauren.
Welcome to the Butterfly Effect podcast.
We are two wellbeing besties here to have a little chit chat about the nitty gritty shitty of healing, all things wellbeing and what it's like being a young female entrepreneur just doing their best and figuring it out as they go.
Through this, we are on a quest to encourage and inspire women to spread their wings to grow, transform and heal.
Be sure to like and follow the Butterfly Effect podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
New episodes will be dropping every Wellness Wednesday.
And you can also follow us at butterflyeffect.pod on Instagram. Send us your questions, send us your stories. We can't wait to get to know you.
Let's get chatting.
Righty, you.
Hello. I don't even want to start it this way because I get told off being too formal. What's up?
Really, that's how you want to start it?
Hey babe.
Hey babes. Hi.
What's poppin'?
What's? You've never said what's poppin' in your life.
I do.
Okay. Oh, she's got so sassy all of a
She's a sassy queen. Do you know what? I haven't drunk enough water today. I was just saying to you that I'm really turned off by tap water.
Turned off by tap water?
Turned off. Turn that fucking tap off immediately. It's full of crap. TikTok has landed in my brain last night. And I actually have TikTok hidden in a folder. I don't have it on my main feed.
I don't even have the app.
God, don't do it.
Yeah, well.
Just because, you know, we can do so much to help ourselves. He's really thrown me off. Can we start again?
Yes, okay, I'll get it back.
Stop! Immediately! Stop it immediately!
So fine.
Stop! Flippy little lobe. Okay. Hey babe, what's poppin'?
What's poppin'? What? Can you stop moving your chair around with the mics on, please? Please.
I need to get some of those things because my floor's also really scratched. I just scoot back like some wheels and it's not.
It's just so noisy. Right, Chippy is being a noisy little one.
Chippy's being
Do you want a hug?
Oh, we can't do this every time though.
Oh, that's true. Okay. How's that bottled water going for you?
Very well. Last night I got into a complete scroll hole of how naughty tap water is for you. It's full of shit. Basically.
I feel like you need to say the phrase you just said a moment ago though, because that was beautiful.
I'm turned off by tap water.
Turned off by tap water.
It's bloody yuck.
Yes.
And I was freaking out today because I poured a glass and then held it up and you could see bits.
Well, you can also see, it's like it simmers down. I don't know, hang on, I don't know how to describe this.
Bubbles?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, there's all sorts of shit in it. But
I know. And why is it in this country it's alright to drink and in others we're like strictly NO?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know?
I don't know why. But the funny thing is, I walked into Dani's house this evening. This is the first bit of information she told me because I was like, why on earth has this bitch got like 6 giant litre bottles?
2 litres?
2 litre bottles of water. 6 of them. And she was just saying, Lauren, don't drink tap water ever again. And I'm like, okay, well, this explains the bottled water, but why don't you just get a filter?
Yeah, I needed to do that.
And also, you might be like saving your health by drinking bottled water, but the plastic waste, babes.
The plastic waste, and yeah, well, I did say I'll make sure it's recycled.
That's okay. It's okay.
But yeah, it's all these things. I think holistically, it can be very overwhelming once you open that can of worms. Like, what are you feeding your body? And the main reason I was looking into it, because of my skin, I've always struggled with my chin acne, and I got into a bit of a pit of liver health and kidney health, and they said that it can be tap water related because there's so many chemicals that your body's having to work through.
Yeah, very true.
So yeah, it's just things that I could perhaps work on. Starting with 6 bottles of water.
6 bottles of water. I was going to tell you, because this has actually reminded me of something I've seen on Instagram, but this is another wellness trend that has almost become a bit culty, I think.
Oh, God.
It's the hydrogen water.
What's
you seen
this?
that?
No.
I think it's like, I can't remember what the name of it is, like Kangen water. It's like a water filter that really boosts the water with hydrogen molecules, I think. And it's meant to be cleaner, purer, way better for you. And I think it's oxidized? No, that's not the word. I don't know enough about it to really talk about it that
antioxidant?
Well. You possibly,
maybe?
I don't know. I know it's got more hydrogen in it. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
It's very easily jumped on it.
Yeah, and I feel like it's become another trend that's just really thrown in your face at the moment. I don't know, maybe it's just me and the people that I follow, but people are really passionate about it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. And I just feel like that's a perfect example of how information you see on social media can be so overwhelming and can just make you feel like you're doing the wrong things and you're not doing all the healthy things you should be doing. There's so much conflicting advice out there, isn't there?
There really is. There's so many things that you could do, should do, want to do, but also making it sustainable for you, because realistically, how often would I need to buy these bottles of water?
I don't know.
Who's doing it? I'm not treading that. I had an absolute mare actually. So I came out of Aldi, I was very unprepared with my bag situation.
Yeah.
So imagine, got these 6 bottles of bloody water.
Yeah.
I also bought gift boxes that were like probably half a metre long.
Yeah,
2 of those.
Okay.
I stumbled out the shop. I had to dump them on the floor, run to my car, put the bag in, then come back. Hot mess.
Yeah, that is a bit hot
watching
mess.
me right now.
I remember there was one time where our water had gone off around where I live. I don't know if the case was the same for you here.
I think you were going to come over for a shower.
Yeah. And in a panic, I was like, right, I must get some bottled water. So I bought like bigger bottles than that. Like I'm talking like 5
like
litres.
the big things, yes.
Yeah, the ones that have like a full-on handle. I bought 2 of them, and I was like, I'm prepared for the apocalypse. And I like poured them up to my flat. They never got opened. I didn't need it because by the time I got back to my flat, the water was back on, and I was just like, for God's sake.
What were you going to do, like bath in it?
I have no idea what my plan was, but I was just like, you know what?
Drink it, cook with it.
Got a plan for everything.
This is true. Wow.
Yeah.
On that note, how do you balance, like, overwhelm? Because this episode is all about balance versus burnout.
That was a nice little segue into the topic of the conversation there, Dani.
Well
done.
Yeah, on that note, so how do you perhaps even not get overwhelmed by the information that you're doing? Because burnout, I think, is quite a trendy word at the moment.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
As is balance, I feel like, yeah.
As is balance. And today, we must get The Guardian on the way to Kim's, because manifesting...
We must get The Guardian! What on earth? Okay, tell me.
Manifesting is the word of the year.
Is it?
Yeah. And The Guardian have done a little segment on it, so we'll have a read.
Okay, well, we will get that Guardian.
Must. Go and get the paper.
Also, I love how it's in The Guardian, because Guardian is like, you know, the Guardian through...
The Guardian
through life. I don't know.
This is so true. Yeah, very nice.
But okay, we will get you a Guardian newspaper.
Thank you. And it would be great for the vision board workshop as well, because I said that we're going to swap, chip, cut things up from the newspaper, not just magazines. It's so effective, isn't it?
Okay, I never read newspapers.
Neither do I. No, me neither.
Read magazines. But fair enough, though. That's very cute. I like that. I like having a word of the year. Like some people choose their own word of the year. Have you ever done that?
Yeah. I had a word and I've forgotten it.
You said, yeah, and then just said nothing.
It will come back to me. Yeah, I was thinking, I had a word this year.
My word was decadent.
Has your year been decadent?
Oh, it's been so decadent. I'm
now?
actually having a really decadent week. Can I just tell you about my week for a
Please?
second?
Oh my god, I haven't seen you since Soho Farmhouse.
Yes, so my week
Fill me in,
started
sister.
with Soho Farmhouse, which is still like a 30th birthday celebration. Yes, that is still ongoing.
She's milking it.
I am milking it. And Soho Farmhouse was beautiful. We did the I think it's called lazy sauna. I think it's called lazy sauna, and basically you, as you arrive, they take you into the... Sorry, that's really making
Sorry.
me... You're like, stop.
I'm just trying to quieten my dog.
I don't think he's going to respond to those kind of
Pissing
gestures.
me off a little bit today.
Right.
Come on, just settle. Stop. In your bed. That's not your bed, dummy.
He's definitely in like a playful mode, isn't he?
He's had 2 good walks today. Sit here, stay. Look, rest. Snooze. Stay. Stay. He's not even in his bed, I can't look.
So we did this lazy sauna experience.
Wow.
So as you arrive, you get taken into the hot tub. Next to the hot tub, there's face masks that you can use. They come round and ask you if you want a cocktail or just a drink. Oh. You're in the hot tub for a full hour. And then they come and grab you, and then they take you around to the sauna. So you've got a hot tub to yourself, you've got the sauna to yourself. And again, you were in the sauna for, I want to say, that was about 45 minutes. Wow. So the sauna isn't too hot, otherwise that would be unbearable. Nice but like, it's definitely warm. And then after that, there's the optional ice bath. And me and my friend Phoebe were like, yeah, absolutely, we're doing the ice bath. My friend Amy was like, absolutely not. And that's fine. We asked the temperature of the ice bath, 3 degrees.
Wow.
And obviously they say...
give me shivers thinking about it.
I know. Aim to be in there for like 1 to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And my friend Phoebe was in there for 1.5 minutes, and she was like, okay, that's enough now, I'm getting out of here. Whereas I was just like, I'm in the zone.
Yeah.
I was doing that deep breathing. I was in there for the full 3 minutes.
Well done.
Yeah.
Oh, it
so
feels
good.
amazing. You feel so alive after it as well. And I feel the mental strength that comes from it when I've had the power. Did you feel quite panicky as you got in, or were you okay?
No, I was fine. I always focus on that big breath out as you get in. Because if you breathe in as you get in, all your muscles are then seizing. And you know when you're like... and you feel like you can't get that breath in, that's because you've gone into almost like a shock.
Yeah.
But if you take that breath out, it takes the shock element away slightly and encourages everything to relax. And then once you're in the ice bath and your shoulders are under, just keep going with that really slow, steady breath.
I felt like I was in the yoga with you for a minute.
And I literally closed my eyes and they were talking a little bit and
You just got in the zone?
Yeah, I got into the zone. And then she said, you've done about 2 minutes. And I was just like, all right, I think I've got another minute in me. And
well done.
did the full 3. And she looked at me, she's like, you've done 3 minutes. And I sat there being like, all right, should I get out then? And she was like, well, yeah.
Come on,
yeah, because there's no point in staying in for longer than 3 minutes, to be honest. But I did that on Monday.
Excellent.
And then I obviously saw Christina earlier today.
I've got
my nails done, my brows, my lashes done. I'm seeing Kimmy this evening.
We've got some exciting content creation. Actually, I might pop it on the story.
Why not?
On the evening.
So I'm having Kim's Japanese head spa treatment, which I'm very excited for.
Oh, it's so beautiful. She tailors the treatment to your scalp needs. So she has this like microscopic camera that she looks at your scalp with.
Okay, well, I'm concerned for this because...
you got nits?
No.
Why
because like I asked you last night, should I wash my hair? And you were like,
oh,
no.
God, no, that's full.
But then I've had to put a bit dry shampoo on.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. And you'll see it clogged around the hair cuticle.
Oh,
it's amazing.
Gross.
Yeah, I'm going to get her to do mine because during the winter my scalp gets really dry.
But what if she tells me I've got a really grubby scalp? What if I do have nits?
That's what she's there for, to scrub it out.
Okay.
It's amazing. It's such a lovely experience. I'm very excited to do the content for her.
Yeah.
Been needing to do it for a while, so it just so happened that we were free after this.
Oh,
great.
I'm very excited.
What a joy.
And then I'm seeing you Saturday for a massage. And then we're going to Pause.
Which has got an ice bath, so we can certainly do that.
It's a very decadent week, honestly.
What a joy.
I know, not every week is like this, it's just all happened around this time. So I'm
Do you feel balanced?
I feel delightfully balanced.
Amazing.
Yeah, because actually, whilst it's been indulgent in terms of like treatments and embracing like the spa life, work has been very productive at the same time, but not to the point where it has been edging towards burnout. I think, again, I've found that balance between work and play, work and rest. Even though today has been very back-to-back, class treatments, recording, and then content creation. It's been very...
You don't have to do anything with the content creation.
I just get
kick
to
back and lie down.
Yeah, although I'm worried about my chins, but it's okay.
Shut up.
So try not to get my chins
Silly
in there,
woman.
Although what, to be honest, get the chins in there. Let them be shown to the world.
I had a video of my chins in and I was alright about it.
Okay, cool. All right.
So cosy in there. I actually haven't been in the winter, like at night time.
I've not been at
it would be
all,
lovely.
So buzzing.
It's such a vibe. She's done so well, bless her. And through her pregnancy, she hopes to keep these at a nice little flurry. She does them on a Sunday at the moment. She's offering 2 appointments a week, so it works really well.
Lovely.
And of course, it's at her gorgeous home, so it's a vibe.
I cannot wait.
Such a vibe.
Amazing.
Have you felt? So obviously, our last episode was about wintering.
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel the need to keep going, or you full on slowing it down and pulling into balance?
I think right now, because I'm doing a lot of planning and prep for 2025, I'm kind of pushing myself a little bit, not to the extreme, but I want to get 2025 sorted as to the best of my ability, because I know I've got full 2 weeks off at Christmas.
Stunning. Are you going home for that as well?
Yeah, this is the only solid time off that I set aside each year. And the other time, like throughout the rest of the year, I don't know when my other time off is going to be.
Yeah.
So this is the only chunk of time where I know it's in the diary. That is the time I take off. So I always look forward to it, and it always does feel like a real deep down regulation. But I'm very aware that because I'm trying to get stuff for 2025 sorted out, I'm trying not to let it be this mad rush to get everything sorted, and then
on top of Christmas.
Yeah, on top of Christmas, and then have that rest in those 2 weeks. I'm trying to, like, if it doesn't get all done, it's fine. Like, I've still got the beginning of January to get things sorted, and not everything needs to be done there and then. So yes, I am very much ready for that break, and I'm very excited about 2025 at the same time. So I'm just working through that steady process to get there, like not rushing. I think we mentioned this in last week's ep, like not rushing towards the end of the year or rushing through
just
things,
pacing it,
just
going
for the sake
with
of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I've got plans, I've got those ideas, so I'm just going to let those ideas unfold at a natural steady pace, and yeah, trust that it's all going to come together.
That is amazing. Love
so that's where I'm at. What about yourself?
I think, particularly in the hair and beauty industry, there's like commonly known for this crazy rush in December.
Yeah.
So for me, I have probably taken more days off than I should have done. In the meantime, I've got a retreat day for myself that I'm doing. I was telling you about last night. With one of my gorgeous clients. She's actually offering that up at the Grange, so it'd be so nice to be on the receiving end.
So good.
Really excited for that. And I've got some really lovely things coming up in December. I've got things for myself, like I'm doing my own vision board workshop, actually. Lovely. Like doing that.
Yeah, nice. As in you're participating in the workshop. Who's leading that then?
I can't remember her name. That's really bad. It's on my emails, but it's a lady, Lauren T, is actually doing it with as well.
Okay, fair enough.
So
nice.
Cute. And again, it's all online.
Yeah, but that's
Cozy.
So good because like with the retreat that you're going on as well, we're constantly outpouring, right? We're constantly like we run these evening retreats, these day retreats. Maybe weekend retreat, we'll see. But we're constantly outpouring, right? So it's so good to take that.
Just to flip it, actually.
Flip it round.
I'm really looking forward to that, just to turn it inward and have a good head start for Jan. I've got lots of lovely ideas. They're just all formulating, coming together.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, it feels really nice.
Everything
just letting it trickle in.
Slot into place. Yeah, no, I love that. That's very
exciting. So just not over burning myself out because, like I say, notoriously the industry is known, but I'm also very lucky now. I feel like I'm so grateful for my recurring clients that visit me every 4 to 6 weeks.
Nice.
So often people will say like, oh, it's coming up to your really busy time. But to be honest, every month looks kind of similar.
Okay.
It's a lovely steady flow through the year. I don't really have peaks and troughs. And where perhaps I would have a bit of a gap year diary, that's then my time to take a holiday, like for example end of October, beginning of November, fair. And then it kind of bogs space up, but equally then I feel well rested,
love that.
So that works out really well for me.
I also think this time of year, like social calendars just get so maxed out, don't they?
Oh my gosh, every weekend, like hosting something, going somewhere,
Christmas dinners, Christmas drinks, and it's all lovely, like gorgeous. It's all very exciting, obviously. But those social calendars do get filled up so fast, like literally before you know it. Like I've had invitations to like work Christmas do's.
How lovely!
And May's invited me to. Yeah, that's so cute.
Yes,
very excited for that.
She is the best host. We're gonna have a lovely evening.
I'm well excited.
It's such a vibe.
Although she said dress code is red, and I don't have anything red. Shall I dress full on like Santa?
Yeah, please. Mrs. Claus is here.
Imagine.
Yeah, it's going to be a joyous evening. It's kind lovely things like that.
Yeah, but before you know it, your calendar is already full. So I suppose it's like in the approach to this busy time of year, having that look at your diary in advance and saying like, yes, I'm free there, but if I put this thing in, is that going to then
overstretch?
So it's possibly just being a bit more careful as you're putting things in your diary. And yes, it's lovely to be outgoing and social, but also everyone needs that downtime to charge those social batteries before you go into it, you know?
And after, because I feel socially zapped sometimes. If I've had a busy weekend, what did I do last weekend? But it got to Sunday night. I can't remember who I saw, what I did. It was lovely, regardless.
Yeah.
But I felt like, oh my god.
Sorry, that's offensive to the person that you
I
saw.
know. It was so fucking great, but I don't know who it was.
Lovely.
What did I do?
I don't know. Did I see this? I don't think
so. It was my nan. I love her. She won't be listening. I love her so much, but obviously I love her, so we had a great time, had a little mooch around all the shops. We literally smashed out Tesco on a Sunday. Hell, don't do it.
Oh goodness, no.
With a 91-year-old ramming round a trolley. She's nuts with that bloody thing.
They do get very not violent, but they just get very determined.
Like, I want to look at the carrots, and I'm gonna look at the carrots regardless if you're there.
Go on, Nan, you look at those carrots.
Right? So funny. But yeah, I hung out with my nan, which was so. I love the time we spent together. It's really fun. But I got home and was like, whoa, I'm zapped. Yeah, and I hadn't really got into a gym routine as well. I really feel like if I don't look after my own body in terms of movement, even shifting any stagnancies, I really start to feel that. Like I feel an energy drop rather than like feeling if I haven't moved.
Yeah. You know what I'm really craving, Dani?
What? Bit of herbal tea?
Yeah, herbal tea, maybe some yoga, maybe some real like nourishing breath work, maybe some massage. I'm really craving an evening like that.
Well, you do know we've got an event, 5 to 8 p.m. at the Grange on the 15th of December.
Do we? I've not got this in my diary.
Oh my god, the house is decked out. It's absolutely beautiful Christmas vibes. Imagine coziness, herbal teas. We're actually going to be practicing warm stone self-massage. You must come.
I'm sorry, but that sounds so sexy. What's the time again?
5 to 8 p.m. on the 15th of December, just before the Christmas crazy rush.
Are there any spaces left?
I think so. Head over to the link in bio.
Amazing, I shall do. Again, it's that balance though, because I think the weather, well, the temperature the temperature has really plummeted this week, so there is that temptation to like almost come to a standstill at the same time.
Absolutely.
So again, it's finding that balance between shifting some energy, moving around,
but not pushing it.
I
went for some gorgeous walks actually. I'm really enjoying the embankment.
Yeah, like, you've sent it in a photo. Stunning. It's been so lovely. Yeah.
And just so gorgeous to just get out and wrap up, like embracing that, like getting so cozy and then coming in, looking forward to a nice coffee. I love it.
But this is where you and I differ though, because you say that you love putting your big coat on. I freaking hate the big coat.
It?
I got my big coat out for the first time last week and I was just like, ugh. Because I just hate being
bunched up.
I just like my limbs to be free.
Yeah, I get that.
You know?
Instead you're walking around like... Doosh,
yeah,
doosh.
you're walking like, what's that tyre man?
Michelin man.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that life, but sure, whatever. I'll do it because I need to survive the cold.
It's got to be done.
Yeah. But no, I do what you mean. Do know what you mean about, you know, that warm cup of coffee or hot chocolate or something like that, and a nice like, frosty walk.
Yeah,
delicious.
Definitely looking after your own energy is key as well. Like, don't be afraid to maybe have time on your own during this time.
I think
to recharge your battery.
Yeah, I think actually being aware of your own energy is quite a skill that maybe some people don't have or haven't learned how to use it yet, you know?
Absolutely.
Because this is something I've been really focusing on in terms of my cycle, actually.
Yeah, so feminine energy.
Yeah, and actually just really noticing where my energy is in terms of my cycle.
Do you track it with an app or something?
Yeah. So, and actually for context, I suppose, I came off all like hormonal contraception about 2 years ago now.
Sure.
For me, best decision I ever made, because it's allowed me to be way more in tune with my full cycle
and your natural flow.
Yeah,
wow, that's really cool. Were you on the pill before?
Yeah, I was on the pill, and obviously with the pill, you don't actually have that ovulation phase.
Do you just take it all the way through?
No, I still had that break.
Sure.
And they call it a period, but it's not. It's that breakthrough bleed. It's not a period.
Oh, yeah. So it's not actually in tune with what, like, at your 28 day.
No,
you wouldn't come on.
But
21 day.
Again, it's like you're meant to have those 4 phases of a cycle, but the hormonal pill takes out ovulation completely.
Wow.
Yeah. And
freaks me out.
It's not
meant
freaky.
To happen, is it?
No, it's so freaky. But obviously, like, what works for different. I know people that have to be on the coil, for example, and maybe like there's PCOS or endometriosis. Why can't I say that word all of a sudden?
Endometriosis. Yeah.
Thank you. Just got my words muddled up. And learning where I am at in my cycle, and then being able to manage my energy in terms of that. So like if I know I'm coming into like ovulation, that's where I'm like, oh yeah, let's be a bit more social. Like, can I plan maybe more social events around that time?
That week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if I'm in like follicular phase, which is the week before ovulation, that's where I'm at my most creative, and that's where my ideas are flowing. Like, that's where I was a couple of weeks ago. That's all right. That was where I was a couple of weeks ago, and that's when I really started planning for 2025. Because
you were on it.
Yeah, I know. I had that real like creative flow, so I was just really like maximizing that and really taking that opportunity to plan things. And then the dreaded like luteal phase, where your energy like fully drops.
Yes.
But that's when again you schedule time in to be a bit more cozy and slowed down, gentler movements maybe.
Yeah.
And that's been something I've been on a real journey with over these past 2 years. And someone did slide into my LDMs and maybe ask me a question about it, and see if we'd be up for talking about it on the pod a little bit more.
Amazing.
I'd be more than happy.
Yeah,
like
great.
maybe again we have another episode about again that feminine energy and cycles, and how you can really harness your cycle. I'm still learning all the while. But yeah, I feel like that's, again, to manage that balance of a burnout as women, it is understanding your cycle at the same time.
Absolutely. And actually it's so good to think of it like the seasons as well. So as we mentioned, you get to winter, and that's almost like the time of you being on your period.
Yeah. Well, it's often called your inner winter.
Your inner winter.
Yeah.
Where everything drops, you let it all go.
Yeah.
So have you ever tracked your period with the moon cycles as well?
Yeah.
So I come on when it's a full moon.
Yes.
And that's like time of release.
And isn't that the most like powerful time though? I always feel like I'm a real
crazy.
witchy woman when that happens.
It's quite amazing.
Also, actually, on the full moon, sorry, have you been having crazy dreams?
Yeah, about my ex.
Oh my god, me too.
Shut
up. Yeah, I have not dreamed about him like at all.
Big one, little one.
Big one.
Same.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
so
weird.
he did not even he's not been like on my mind at all.
Same as that.
And then he just popped up in a dream, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing
Honestly,
here?
it was the weirdest thing.
Yeah, but I've been having crazy vivid dreams.
Through the month as well, I don't really dream a lot. If I do, I don't really remember it, but yeah, I woke up like, what the fuck was that?
Gross.
Ew.
What was happening in your dream?
Oh.
Because I was dreaming I was getting back with him, and I was like, holy
my
hell
God, no
no.
way.
Yeah.
I had a dream that I was there, and so was his current partner.
Oh,
and it was all very cosy.
Oh.
Like, not like in a creepy way, but I was like, oh yeah, hi guys, you're right. I was just chatting like we were a group of pals. What on earth?
Wow,
No.
Okay.
Hell no.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was a couple nights ago. And then there was another one probably the night before that that he appeared again.
Bloody so strange. So strange.
So weird.
Yeah.
What was yours?
So my dream was, that we were getting back together or something. Or it was so bizarre. And he was in my bed. And, get out! What are you doing there? And there was literally a moment where I woke up, because obviously I'm still in the place that we shared.
Yeah,
together.
sure. Do you stay on the same side of the bed as well?
Oh, I used to, but I've noticed literally in the past few weeks I've been fucking sprawling.
Yeah.
I've just been enjoying
that
space, because always when you go into my bedroom, for example, just going to give you guys a tour of my room. So
I'm trying to picture it. I think I've only been in once.
Yeah, so as you go into my bedroom, there's the bed, but you have to walk around the bed to get to what is my side.
Okay.
And all the while, this entire year where I've been single, I've been walking around the bed to get into my side.
You're kidding!
And I'm just like, why have I been doing this? I can just go forwards and get into the bed on that side, the side that's closest to me. Why have I been walking all the way around?
You made me think now.
I feel like I've been wasting so much time walking all the way around. So it's not. It's been only the past few weeks where I'm just like, I can get into this side of the bed. No one else is here. Like, this doesn't have to be an empty space. I can
fully
use the entire bed.
That's so weird.
How weird is that? But we just have these habits.
We have these habits and
But I woke up and I had this moment where I was just like, no. But it's fine. No, he wasn't there. It's all good. Imagine.
Yeah, this is so true. I would love to like read up more on dreams actually and like what they mean.
It is fascinating.
It blows my brain. It's so good. I think that box tripping me out.
I had another vivid dream and it was just all about boats as well. Yeah.
Can you update us on the boat situation?
Excuse me. Okay, so I got last thing I mentioned on this, I think, was the wide beam weekender.
Indeed. What the fuck is that? How did that go?
It was phenomenal. So
you had a really good time.
Yeah, really good time. I'm buying a boat. It's just fully,
yeah. Oh my god! Really?
It's just fully affirmed in my head that I want a boat. Yeah.
Wowee.
And I just need to find out really clarify my financial options and like whether I buy a boat as it is or whether I buy this shell of a boat and do the interior myself or with like a team of people.
What?
Yeah, like it's just fully affirmed in my head that I want to do it.
That's so good. Are you on the lookout, or are you just gonna see how things? Because I think you said you've got a year, another in your flat,
so
right?
I've got a year to figure out. But if I need to figure out if I want to get out of my tenancy early, whether I can, whether they're gonna charge me or something.
Oh, there might be like a penalty or
yeah. I need to figure that out. But yeah, so if I do decide to like buy, what the term is, buying a boat sail away, which basically means you can sail it away, it's ready to sail. Isn't that weird? Ready to sail.
Oh my god.
But it just doesn't have any of the interior fixtures.
Oh, fine.
So I could get a boat cheaper and then just do all the interior myself and put what I want in it.
This is silly. Does it have a steering wheel?
What's that?
Does it have a steering wheel?
So it depends. Some of them do, but some of them have almost like it's like a giant gear stick that you like turn in different directions to either go left or right. Yeah.
Fine.
And then there's like
a box. Pedals?
No, there's like a box which you like, again, like a smaller gear stick, I suppose, where you can set it to go forwards or backwards. Yeah.
Wow.
That's all I know about sailing a boat.
Can you get done for speeding?
Imagine.
See you by the Thames.
Oh goodness.
I think this is such an exciting journey, and I love how it's kind of been brought up on the pod, and we're just on the journey with you now.
Yeah, I'm dragging you all along with me.
I love it so much. Yeah. We're going to definitely do a podcast episode from the boat.
So
it's got to be done.
So fun.
100%.
Yeah, but that was another dream.
Well, it's got to be done. Very exciting. I can't wait for this. Yeah. It's an exciting time.
But whilst there's all these plans going on, I suppose again there's no rush to action all of these plans. I think with a decision like moving to a boat, it's worth taking my time over the decision, because I can almost get burnt out over ideas.
So can I.
Yeah.
Oh, like just download
Yeah.
and like, wow, what do I do with all this energy and where do I put it?
Yeah.
But just knowing that everything has its place and write it all down.
And I suppose when it comes to the new year as well, again, it's like this rush to action on these ideas, and there's almost that expectation, okay, there's these ideas that I want to do and that I want to manifest, I want to make happen, and then it's almost like you apply a little bit of expectation or pressure upon it. It's making sure that you're still finding that balance. Like, it's okay if not everything pans out as it's meant to. Things will eventually. Yeah, things will be exactly as they're meant to be.
I love that so much. It's absolutely key just to trust the process, go with it, and look after yourself.
Yeah, after yourself, honey. I'm very excited because that slow cooker has been bubbling away whilst we've been chatting.
It's been on since 11 a.m.
Oh,
Sussex,
so ready.
It's delicious. Yeah.
I arrived at Dani's earlier with a fat stick of bread.
Woo!
And we're going to
batter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should I heat it up? Nice.
Possibly, yeah, because it's been in my car most of the day. So
nice, lovely. Oh, guys,
lovely stuff. We're going to go have some stew.
Yeah, we are.
And then we're going to go have a Japanese head spa.
I love that so much.
Delightful. Final things to say on balance over burnout.
Make sure that you are putting your own energy first.
Yep.
You go, I'll go. You go.
Okay, all right. I would say be mindful of your energy expenditure. Ooh.
Wow.
I feel like I just said the same thing you did,
cool.
but just in fancier words.
You literally did. Copy me. I would say to Wow, it's quite hard on the spot, isn't it?
Yeah, I did throw you into
burnout.
Yeah.
Don't get overwhelmed by the word.
Yeah.
Because it's thrown out a lot. So if you're just feeling a little bit overwhelmed, that's okay. Burnout is when you're actually on absolute feeling exhausted, needing a mental and physical break.
Yeah.
And it's all right to take that for yourself.
100%. I would also follow on from that, say like, try and spot the early signs of burnout as well. If you sense that because your body will give you those signs.
Yeah.
And I think we mentioned how last week, like, your body will force you to take that break
100%.
if you don't have to. So listen to the little whispers that your body has to say before your body shouts at you later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to take time out and just kick back, relax, and enjoy the journeys. It's all going to work out in your best possible light.
Kick back with a podcast episode, why not?
In your ears, yeah.
Delightful. All right, honey, shall we wrap this up?
I need a wee, so you crack on.
All right, okay.
Bye, everyone, love you. All that water.
All right, honeys, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to rate and review, like and subscribe, all the things, and follow us at butterflyeffect.pod, and we shall see you next Wellness Wednesday. See ya.